Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Democrats say 2018 is going to be an amazing year for them, and I agree. In fact, I'll expand on that in a bit, but I want to play a clip. You get that clip. Paul Begala, he predicts a Democrat victory in 2018. I want to play this clip for you.
It's counterfactual. It's false, Rick. The Democrats would gladly work with him if he had
Donald Trump is a conservative ideologue who actually wanted to do
No, he's an autocrat who's trying to enrich himself in office, and he's succeeding. The Republicans seem to want to help him with that, passing a tax bill that lines Trump's pockets. Democrats unwilling to do that. But the Democrats have done very well politically in the year of Trump. They won a landslide in Virginia. They swept maybe even the majority of the House of Delegates. So a huge landslide in New Jersey, much more blue state. And they won a Senate race in Alabama. Now, I know there was allegations of child molestation. It's probably not the best message
issue there. Yes.
but if you just explain it away like that, it's like when Scott Brown won the Senate seat in Massachusetts. All my Democrats said, oh, it's a one-off, it's no big deal. We then rolled into the worst landslide we'd ever had in a midterm. This is what's going to happen in 2018.
That was a
landslide, blue waves.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. Kevin Jackson here, 844-551-8255, KJRadio.com. Landslides. He's predicting there will be a Democrat landslide. And here's what's funny about this. And I only want to look, you know what I'm about to tell you, except the angle. So he's using the landslide that he called in Virginia, where they did all what they did. By the way, a cheat election. The only way Democrats win is they cheat. Landslide in New Jersey, which he admits is a blue state. And then the Senate seat in Alabama, where the Republicans actually ran against their own candidate, who was accused of being a child molester from 30, 40 years ago. So he was painted in a negative thing, which, and Paul Begala knows, that Senate seat will go back to the Republicans in 2018. That's what he bases it on. He didn't give you a single policy position. Nothing. And that's what I want you to understand. These guys look at everything wrong. If I were a strategist, if I were working, going into this company that is the Democrat Party, and I said, okay, guys, let's look at what we've got. And they said to me, well, Kevin, things look good because we won Virginia, we won, New Jersey, and we've won this thing in Alabama. And I knew all the details around it. I would be like, psst, really? So what are your policy positions? How are you going to undo the agenda of Donald Trump? Because you had 8 years of building the agenda, and it cost you over 1,000 seats, 1,030 or 1,080. I can't remember the number. It cost you those. So what is it about that agenda do you want to keep? Do you think is going to be your strategy going? I mean, honestly, guys, I'm taking off my political hat. I'm putting on my management consulting hat, and I'm saying the policies of 8 years under the guy that you believed was the best thing since sliced bread cost you over 1,000 seats. Explain to me what happened. Not to go all Hillary Clinton on you, but what happened? Did the policies just not work? Were the policies not sold correctly? Because if you say that, I'm going to show you how much money you put into the sale of those policies. How much did you invest in Obamacare? Political currency and real currency. What was its impact on the people? Forget polls, real life. Where do you think the people really sit with this? Because you no longer have the bully pulpit. This is the kind of conversation I would have with them. I'd say, so are you prepared to put a lot more money into Obamacare? Would you invest in selling that Obamacare thing? Yes or no? Now, here's the biggest problem that the Democrats have. I've said it before. I'll say it again. And this is the reason why they get a butt kicking but good in 2018. Yeah, feel good about yourselves. Happy New Year, conservatives. The reason not a single one of them voted to support a president who's got a track record of success. Whether you like his politics or not, he's got a track record of success. So flip this. Make this about Obama. Make this that Obama got unemployment down first year, down below what even levels that they didn't think were achievable. Stock market higher than the levels they didn't even think were achievable. He saved Carrier. He brought manufacturing back. He's essentially revitalized the economy. He's got consumer confidence through the roof. I don't know at what levels, how far it goes back, but it's crazy, more high than your predecessors. And every policy position, immigration, we've got illegal immigration down considerably. We've got, other than, cops are still being killed and a few Muslim terror acts from time to time. Pretty much Donald Trump's got his finger, he's pretty much plugged a lot of holes here. He vowed to take care of ISIS. He vowed to bring law enforcement, back to the forefront in America. And I could go on. And whether you like the thing with Israel or not, other people promised to do it and didn't do it. Look at all the broken promises, broken promises of tax reform, just doing something with it. So all that said, if tax reform works, and it will, what do the Democrats have? The only thing the Democrats can hope going into November 2018 of this year, yes, it is this year, is that something devastating happens to this economy. But show me where it is. How many companies do you think will be back here, will already have started manufacturing? If you believe that the money that's now come back into these companies by way of their tax cuts isn't going to find its way into this economy and start to show the effects of that, you're out of your mind. But they can't point to anything. I go back to what Begala said. You could listen to the entire interview. He can't tell you, oh, well, what are you going to do? You're going to bring in more illegals? You're going to bring in more refugees? Oh, you want to raise taxes, right? People are getting money back. The government is telling you it's not our money, and you think that's going to be your strategy? You're going to take money away? See, this is the beauty of it. Donald Trump is saying, go ahead, take the money away from people. Because that's what you're going to run on. You're going to run on the idea that you don't want the people that make their money to be able to keep it. And now you're going to take it back. See, that's the way we've always allowed entitlements to occur. Oh, you give them, Medicaid or whatever. And then suddenly you go, well, we can't cut that. That's it's not entitlement. The entitlement is your money. Your money allows you to prep and do the things you need to do to make sure that your family can survive. But what these guys are doing is a joke. They have no policy position. Give me anything that Barack Obama ran on. He's going to empty out Gitmo. Fine. Okay, great. I don't care whether Gitmo exists or it doesn't exist. But what I do care about is why are you releasing terrorists to go fight our troops? So our guys have the potential to die again. Donald Trump is eradicating ISIS. And you know what? They're starting to notice. Part of this hour, we will talk about how the left, we already played a clip from a guy named Smirkanish, who said Donald Trump is undoubtedly probably the most consequential first-year president in history. And the sooner the left recognizes this, the better, because ignoring this is going to be their downfall. And he's exactly right. But I will regale you with other clips from MSNBC, CNN. The writing is on the wall. People can no longer keep the tempest in the teapot. They now know exactly what we've been saying. Donald Trump's a rock star. He's a stud.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.